Hi everybody, I wanted to make a video about miracles and do they still happen in our day and age. And I would have to say yes, they do. They still happen on a daily basis, and more than one time have I had a miracle in my life. And the one that I'm going to talk about today is my 5-year-old daughter, whose name is Saryah, who I love dearly. She is my little buddy, my little best friend. And here's her picture, by the way. See? She just turned 5. So, aside from other miracles happening in my life, the one huge miracle that happened for me was when I met my husband, who is a great guy, very supportive, loving, caring, took in my 2 boys from a previous marriage, and he has been supporting them and taking care of them financially for 6.5 years now. And when I met my husband, he told me that he had testicular cancer when he was 21, and at the time the doctor told him that he should freeze some of his sperm, you know, in case he ever wanted to have children. And his answer to the doctor was, "Are you crazy? I'm never getting married or having children," because he believed that the woman who he wanted to marry and have children with was not out there. So he didn't do it. He didn't listen to the doctor's advice. So anyhow, he when we met, obviously I had my 2 boys, and he figured, hey, you know what? We've got 2 boys. That's all that matters for me. I consider them my own children, and that's great. Well, 5 months later, after our honeymoon, which we went to Europe for our honeymoon for 3 weeks, which was awesome. I think of Europe constantly, almost on a daily basis. But 5 months later, we all went on a family trip to the Redwoods here in California, Northern California, the Redwoods. And when we came back, we got together with our family and had a dinner, and I started feeling sick, but I just didn't think anything of it, really. And then that Friday we had an appointment to see the doctor, who was going to do a sperm count on Jason to find out what we could do to get pregnant, to have a baby. I always wanted a little girl, and so that Friday that we came back from vacation, we went to the doctor and to this clinic, and he had to do a sperm test, which I don't know if you're familiar with it at all, but basically he had to, I don't know how to say it without being, he had to put sperm in a cup, which took forever, it seemed like. God has a sense of humor. As soon as I stepped out of that clinic, I felt nauseous. I felt so sick. And I was like, take me to the store, please. So he took me to the store, and I went and got a pregnancy test, and he looked at me and said, "Are you crazy? You better not be pregnant after what I just went through." And I said, "Well, you know, I think I'm pregnant. I feel nauseous, and you know the symptoms. Us mothers know the symptoms. When we know, we know." So we got home, and I took the pregnancy test, and it was positive. And so we had tears of joy. And I felt really bad because he went through that whole test that he had to do. But I was pregnant. The test said I was pregnant. And so Monday came around, and the doctor called and said, "Well, we have some bad news for you guys. We're so sorry. You know that men have millions of sperm in order to, men carry millions of sperm. And 80,000 is the point where a man is sterile." And they said, "Well, Jason's at 40,000, so he is below sterile, and we're sorry that, you know, you're not going to be able to get pregnant. And I just smiled and I said, well, I think the count is now 39,999. And they said, what? And I said, I'm pregnant. I found out on Friday, and they said it's a miracle. And it is. It's a miracle. And I had a healthy pregnancy. She was 9 pounds, 4 ounces when she was born. Big, healthy baby, strong. And we haven't been able to get pregnant since, but I know this little miracle wanted to be in our lives. I believe that, as stubborn as she is, I can picture her right there next to God saying, okay, God, let me go down now. Please, please, just being stubborn and strong-headed. And she is healthy and strong. But anyways, I just want to throw it out there to anybody who is struggling or having a hard time, to know that God does hear you. He knows you're there. I want more children, but it's obviously not what God has planned for me right now. But I'm going to have faith that He obviously knows better, and He knows what's best for me. And sometimes we want things in life that just, we don't think about it, really think about it, you know, the consequences and what's to come with that certain thing that we want. And I believe He knows what's best for us, and we just have to have faith in that. And just want to say I'm excited to be with MLM Gold Mine, because that I will be able to stay home with them even more so. So anyhow, once again, one of my favorite words, thank you for watching, and God bless you, and God keep you near Him. And if you have an experience you're going through that you'd like to share or just talk with me, then contact me. Okay? Thank you, and God bless.